Okay, so I have been asked to do reviews of the tracks. Like that's something that someone wanted was for me to go through all the tracks in the game and give them reviews on both difficulty and just design. So that's something I like the idea of. I will be doing that. We're going to start with going through the basement tracks first. I think I'll do 4 per video or something like that. We'll see how we go. And we'll pump these out as quick as we can. But before we begin, we obviously need to decide what car, because I want to use one staple car through all of them. I don't want to be changing cars because obviously that's going to affect it all. To go time attack, and we need to pick a car. And what possible car could we be using for this? I'm really not sure. Like the obvious answer is like RD something or other. But it also needs to be something I'm not going to be modifying or already maxed out. So we're going to go we're going to go the high end. Do you like track manga? This thing just handles really well. Just trying to think of any other vehicle I could possibly use. I think track manga is going to be it. Also, I did drive the Batmobile. It's very light, very easy to tip and flip and push around. So, all right, we're going to use track manga. This is already maxed out stats, so let's go for it. And we're going to start with ready, set, go. The first one, the best time is 0.008 seconds. Like, look, these people are just cheaters. Can I report them? You can't report them. Why would that work? We're not going to go for a record time here. This one I believe might have been possible. I'm not sure. There's been a lot of people cheating in these, so especially for PC. But oh, oops, I pressed the wrong button there. But let's go. Let's fight this ghost. We'll fight my ghost. Let's take a look at this first track. This is the introductory track, so it is important for the game. Just for any new player to learn the way the game works. Alright. Alright, we don't have a countdown, we just start. Alright, nice, easy corners. It's cool that this takes you around the floor of the basement, which is nice. Super smooth corners. Plenty of places. This part here I'm not a big fan of. I find that these parts are easy to overshoot and put yourself off, but once you've kind of got the feel for what you're doing, you can put yourself on the guardrail and wreck yourself like that, which is nice. This is a very simple track. It's nothing too excessive. A lot of back and forth with the jump, obviously. Right, let's go for a big run. Oh no, I missed the booster and wasted my Nitrox at the same time. Oh no. It's just such a straightforward, easy track, and it really introduces you to the game as well as the basement itself, which I'm a big fan of. And it is obviously an easy track, which is cool. There you go, sub 40-second lap. I'm happy with that. As I said, it's very easy. And it really just gives you a chance to have a look around and puts you through the lounge room that the basement is. It's really nice. Moving on to our second track here. Oops, not quick race. We don't want our AI cars getting in the way, as much as obviously the game is more fun with AI. This is Crossroads. This is another relatively simple one, but it has a little more jumping in it. Alright, so we got this big jump here down the middle. I think it's only got the one jump. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Oh, that is such a nice corner to try and hold. I hit that like a bit of a silly person. These blockers are not too much of a hindrance. This is nice here. Not a big fan of that jump the way it is, but it's better than this upcoming jump. I personally find that this one causes a lot of misses, but once you're understanding the game a bit more, this is just a very fun, fast-paced track. I hit it again. I suck. Can I beat myself? I hate these flags, man. There we go. That's the lap finished. We're done. Yeah. Those flags are really annoying on any single track. They shouldn't be on the other end of a jump. If you have a jump, landing at flags is terrible. So yeah, definitely not a fan of that. Yeah, flags on a landing area is generally bad in my book, because if you hit them, because it's very easy to hit them, but when you hit one while airborne, it ruins you. We're moving on to T-Rex in the living room. This is a point-to-point race. So point A to point B, which is really nice. These are very long and can get a bit tedious from time to time. And after having two short, quick tracks, a bit of a longer one is nice. I don't like that the T-Rex doesn't move while cars are in it. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but it doesn't. I still love that thumbprint right next to me. It's just beautiful. Oh, oops. That's right, launches aren't important. A nice safe jump there, that's fine. Bit of an uphill into a hairpin. And a nice safe loop. No edges. Loops without edges are quite beautiful. Oh, I've come into that too hard. That was on me. So a lot of the early tracks have blue on like their hairpin corners or their tight corners. This one doesn't do that. Doesn't give you that warning sign that the corner you've got is a little tighter than some others. That you need to be ready to drift into it and stuff like that. The track's not difficult by any means, which is nice. Just flip through loops and stuff like that. It seems to really be introducing these sort of things. Oh, that's really nice there. I really like the way that is executed through the loop, just visually and just driving wise, it's fun to do. Like, remember, I'm not going for any records here, I'm just gauging the track itself, and this one is definitely one of the simpler ones, which is fine. I honestly prefer easier tracks, so that way winning and losing doesn't come down to not making a mistake and falling off. It comes down to making less mistakes while racing. We are going to show part 4, which is couch surfing. And then I think we will go on to number 5, just because 9 is a big long one. So this is obviously another track with laps. This here, I love this. This looks so cool. You get to drive up on the roof. It's just nice. It is very easy to fall off in this section, but at the same time, it's not difficult, so falling off isn't too easy. If you're falling off there, it's your own fault. This part here, I don't like. The turbines that try and push you off the track just as you get an open loop, or a loop open on one side, not ideal. So just from that, it is obviously probably out of the tracks I've looked at thus far, not as easy. That part's fine. This part's also fine. The couch itself, I'm not a fan of. Just because you can't really cut that corner there. You kind of really got to treat that geometry with a little bit of respect. This is just a beautiful corner, start to finish. The majority of the track is just really nice. Just beat my slow ghosty self. My slow transparent self. Good to do 2 laps of these ones if you can. I don't have a booster here, so I'm just going to have to fight these. But it's okay. You can probably cut that there if you just drop from one track to the other. I think I might go back and try that after this lap. And then obviously you can just turn these off by just using a boost. So that's why fans, for the most part, I didn't notice they did anything. Just because you can just turn them off so easily. Oh, that was poor driving. That didn't reset my lap. Oh no, it reset the ghost, but not my lap time. That's great. I'm a big fan of that. Because it just makes no sense in any way, shape, or form. I could beat this ghost, which is it's a pretty nutty ghost. I'm quite happy with that. I don't know what the leaderboard times are, but that went well for me. But obviously, I can just... Oh, no, you can't! I mean, first of all, because I boosted into Oblivion. But, yeah, because the boosters are there, it's actually not so easy to land that. Fighting the wind, trying to not hit that booster. And then you jump a checkpoint anyway. So it's like, yeah, I hit it, but I missed. That's cool. That's really well done. They've done a very good job of making that so it's like not really skippable. You'd have to go super slow like that. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to be losing just as much time as you would have gained. That's really good. Big fan of that. Someone did that in 32 seconds. I feel like they probably have cheated there. I'm not sure. I'm no expert, but I just feel like that is a drastic difference. Yeah, you got these 3 that have done 30 odd, and then these ones are way more believable. This one's pushing it, but I believe Lord Cuts onwards. And Lord Cuts is someone that is known for getting good times anyway. He has a few proper records. Alright, and Cobra Slalom is the last one that we'll be looking at for today's little batch. And it does seem like there is just 9 per thing. Yeah, there's 9 per. Let's see how we go. I'll be there shortly. Alright, so here you get, to start off, you've got 2 paths to choose from, and they are really irrelevant, so that's fine. Just pick whichever. Dodge the flags, that was entirely on me. I come off that jump so wonky. Was not good. This upside down section's fine. There's nothing too crazy going on here. And I know that this section here is very misleading. It looks like you got to drift it, but the moment you start trying to drift through there, you've got problems. Snakes. I dislike the snakes. And that is pure, not because they're difficult or anything, but because they're random. You've always got to also make sure you save a Nitrox for the loop, just because you'll lose so much speed if you don't. But they're random. You don't know when they're coming down. Someone said to me when I first complained about that, someone was like, they make a noise. They make a noise when they're down already. They do not make any noise or light or anything to let you know they're going to close. The only way you know it's not going to close is because it opened early. Like, if you see it open, sure, you're fine. But if you don't get to see it open, so that one there's not so bad because you get to see that one open. And the other one is kind of okay too. But for the most part, the Cobras just in general are just not ideal in terms of racing because they get in the way. We'll do a second lap of this and we'll take a quick look at that second Cobra. Oh. I'm just going to restart lap. Sure, my ghost is on. Yeah, my ghost is on. I did it again. That's just poor driving. Alright, not as slow as that guy. And then you just gotta break into this drift nice and easily. So, like, yes, the Cobras are on a very distinct timer, but unless you're able to see them. Like, here I can see this one relatively early. I can see it's closed. Now it's out of vision. So I know it should be closing sometime soon. I just don't know when. I can see it's opening. That's beautiful. This one's not so bad. As far as the Cobras go, they're normally, or the snakes in general, they're normally way worse. Because you don't know when they're opening or closing. I've boosted to this like an idiot. And that's the thing, there's nothing you can do about that. I boosted early, I didn't get to see when it opened, so that meant I knew when it was closing. And that there has cost me what was a big lead over my transparent counterpart into what is quite clearly a loss. And that's just the randomness that the snakes bring you. If you don't get to see them open, you don't know when they will close. I had a pretty good hunch that they were going to close then. I want to try that. Hang on. Now there's a bit of a shortcut for you. I'm just trying to see if there's any way to dislodge. Like, that's another thing, you can't dislodge from magnets very easy, so it's hard to make those sort of jumps. Boosting there was probably a bit of a mistake. I wonder. Let's go for a bit of a crazy run, shall we? And run over. Alright, there's no reason to actually do that jump there. You're saving maybe like half a second. It's not a big deal. It helps more to just stay on the track. Generally, you probably want to go left there because it is a little easier from the start line's position, but let's see how much time we can save on the Cobra. Like, that would be awesome. If we have nitrox by then. Oh my god, I've wasted it. Oh no, it's fine. You got this. You don't need it through the here. Oh no. I mean, that's still a time saver, right? And the thing is, you can do that on every damn snake in the game. So let's do it again. Because they all turn the same way. Oh no! Oh, that still counts! That still gave me the shortcut. It let me reset there. That's an insane time. And like that wasn't even perfected. But I seriously knocked 10 seconds off. More than. Like, that's insane. That is actually nuts. I'm a big fan of how much time you can knock off just for each one of those snakes. And personally, that kind of feels a bit rough. Um, Open leaderboard. Where am I placed? I'm in the top 10 with that. Obviously, it looks like other people have figured it out too. I would say that all these 107s and stuff are legit using the same trick I did. These three, absolutely not. I don't believe that anyone did these tracks in that amount of time, just because of the sheer size of that gap between the 49 seconds and the minute 7. Like, that's near 20 seconds difference, and that's not someone knows a trick and someone doesn't. That is people cheating, and there are so many people treating. But like even what I did, taking a shortcut, that is cheating. It's just put me on the leaderboard.